Welcome to SDH's coverage of everything going on in MLS NEXT Pro. What we will do now is we will get you through the matches and take you through what happened in the previous 7 days from a league perspective, give you the match of the week in the East, match of the week in the West, and get you ready for the next week of Matchweek play here in MLS NEXT Pro. So as always, we go backward before we go forward and run through the week that was in the league in and of itself. A lot of interesting games, a lot of high-scoring games, and we will focus on those when it comes to the week that was in MLS NEXT Pro. We'll go over your standings as well and get you geared up for everything that will start on your Friday night, Fridays, and Sundays. Pretty much the way it lays out in MLS NEXT Pro. Back on the 21st, Red Bulls 2, 1-0 winner over New England Revolution 2 at Gillette. Also Round Monarchs at Choctaw in suburban Dallas beats North Texas SC by the score of 1-0. Atlanta United 2 on Saturday, the lone Saturday match because Atlanta United 2 was playing as the match on Sunday in MLS, which meant that it gave Atlanta United 2 the chance to get the home match against Chicago Fire 2. They took full advantage of it, winning by the score of 2-0. Nick Firmino gets his 4th and 5th goals of the season to get the big win over Chicago Fire 2. So Firmino in the 10th and the 84th, goals 4 and 5 on the year. Nick Firmino continues his great form in MLS NEXT Pro. On Sunday, a lot of matches. Crown Legacy over Columbus Crew 2 at Matthews by the final of 1-0. Philadelphia Union 2 and Toronto FC 2 each got a point with a 3-3 draw, but Philadelphia won 5-4 on PKs, so they get the extra point. Rapids 2, St. Louis City 2 was a goalless draw, but St. Louis City 2 gets the extra point, winning 5-4 in PKs. FC Cincinnati 2, 3-2 winners over Sporting Kansas City 2 at Northern Kentucky University Soccer Stadium. First match of the week from the East. We go to Fort Lauderdale, Inter Miami 2, and the craziness that happened when Hunt City came to town to DRVP&K. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends at MLS NEXT Pro and Apple TV.
Noah Allen missed a lengthy period of time due to injury. He helped the United States win the CONCACAF Under-20 Men's Championship last summer. Who are over to the bench, including Nicky Law, who's the captain on the field. But in his place comes the midfielder in the black and pink from left to right. It's Inter Miami. In the white from right to left, it's Huntsville City. And we're underway from Dry Pink Stadium. Joe Malfa with you on MLS Season Pass on Apple TV in this 4-diamond 2 for Inter Miami CF2. It's Reyes' 4th season in the organization. It skips through here for Bolaños! Direct ball over the top, bounces through for Bolaños, and he gives the visitors a 1-0 lead. Direct ball from Cyrus Rod. 1, 2, 3 black jerseys in the area. It squirted through 2 of them. Noah Allen, Amel Caputo, right into the path of Bolaños. Something to build on. And now Ali Wright leaves Mabika behind. Could be a 2-on-1. Joash calling for it. Played across. Here's Joash on the left foot. Makes it 2. Sean Joash, his first MLS NEXT Pro goal. And it's 2-0. Huntsville City FC. The bottom corner. Caputo did exactly what you would ask. He fronted him, forced him to strike from distance, and Jensen couldn't get there. To Reyes. He's been dangerous whenever on the ball. Reyes saved by Martino. Rebound! It's put home! Lorenzo D'Agostini. Great ball over the top here. LaCava in alone. LaCava makes it 2 for Inter Miami. They come all the way back from 2-0 down in the first half. And LaCava has his first. On the near side, Cyrus Rod kept him on. LaCava, the composure, puts it past Martino. 2 changes for Inter Miami. To those in a second. Chance here for one of those substitutes. Amade Herrera off the bench onto the score sheet in 10 seconds. Thomas for LaCava. Jake LaCava puts the shoulder down, goes end line, and he draws the penalty. No doubt about it. Chris Ensan not even arguing. And making a 2-goal lead for Inter Miami. Going against Ben Martino. It's Dairon Reyes making it 4. And Crown Legacy. He needed tonight in the worst way. And on the other side, Huntsville has some soul searching to do. Bolaños end line in front to Amit, pulls one back here in the final minute of play. Makes things interesting here in the closing seconds. A glance at the watch from J.J. Belinsky. There's maybe a minute left at most. Otherwise, been a glum second half for Huntsville City. Here's Chris Ensan looking, end line, clipping ahead, flicked away, and there's the final whistle. Inter Miami CF2 snapped the 2-game losing skid from down 2-0 in this game to a 4-3 victory.
Inter Miami 2 comes all the way back, storms through in a 7-goal madness, winning 4-3 over Hunt City. Once again, thanks to our friends at MLSNextPro.com for the highlights there. Also in the East, Orlando City B, 2-2 with NYCFC 2, so they each got a point at Osceola Heritage Park. Orlando won 8-7 in PKs, by the way, so OCB got the extra point. Out west, Tacoma Defiance at SaberCat Stadium beat Houston Dynamo 2-1. Los Dos and Austin FC 2 at Dignity Health Sports Park, a 1-1 draw. Galaxy won 5-4 on PKs there. Timbers 2 got their first win of the season over LAFC 2 at Providence Park by the score of 2-0. Synergy there. And your match of the week out west, Vancouver Whitecaps 2 hosting Minnesota United FC 2 at Swangard. It was wet, it was wild, it was crazy. Once again, here's your highlights courtesy of our friends at MLS Next Pro, MLSNextPro.com, and Apple TV.
MLS had 5 goals, 5 assists in the 2021 season. Didn't see as much time last year. Less of a first-team presence, more of an academy presence, and more of their true players signed to United 2. 8 matches already in the books. LA and Austin currently in kicks from the mark, and we're underway in the 10th and final game of the day. Who can deal with the elements the best in their box defensively will likely come away with the victory. It's loose in front here. The opener for Weah and Minnesota on the road. Leatherman tried to leapfrog, send him to the ground. Just loose in front, pokes it with the outside of his right boot. Slip through, Caicedo, Ngando curling for post and in! Levante Johnson there at the back door. We're level again at Swangard. It all started with him here. It barreled through. Eventually found him at the back post again. Not sure whether or not Ngando is trying. Free kick served up by Vancouver. It falls perfectly for Dasovic, and he makes it 2. Send it forward. Sometimes good things happen. Unmarked. Just a hopeful ball forward from near midfield. Clearing header away from Richardson. Was right onto the right foot. Hoping to sneak it at the near post. Past Isaac Ballmer. Especially with the slick surface we have here. If he thinks he could get it around the wall, skip it off the grass. It is Pacheco deflected off the wall and in! A favorable bounce for Minnesota, and we're level on the stroke at halftime. There is the halftime whistle. 4th of the year for Pacheco. Mosqueda turns it outside, almost conceded the corner. Gives it up instead to Elijah Ba. Cutting inside, Ba goes down, penalty. First team has a bye week, he needs some minutes. Now he has a chance to score from 12 yards out. Blasted through. Vancouver back on top. Ngando for Caicedo. Faber Caicedo turns past Leatherman, back to his right foot, crosses it to Johnson, settles, finishes! Brilliant all around. Vancouver up by 2. It's a brace for Levante Johnson. Those might not sit well with Cameron Knowles. That back line cut like a hot knife through butter on those 2 times. Down the field, and another chance here to make it 5. Exclamation point for the Whitecaps. And that'll do it. At the opening whistle tonight, Vancouver was in 6th place. At the final whistle, they've leapfrogged all the way to 3rd place. An emphatic 5-2 victory.
So Whitecaps FC2 get the 5-2 win in just these sloppy conditions and thick conditions at Swangard Stadium. So full points for the Whitecaps and Whitecaps 2 on the weekend. So that sets up your standings and how things are in the Eastern Conference. We'll take things divisions-wise and lay them out for you. In the Northeast, Crown Legacy, 5 matches, no losses yet, 13 points. Revs 2 at 9 points, same as Red Bull 2. And they're ahead on goal difference, 2-0. So Revolution 2, and it is Red Bulls 2 right now at 9 points. NYCFC 2, 7 points. Philadelphia Union 2 with 5 points. Toronto FC 2, their first point of the year in their 4 matches. And it was that one draw right there for the lone point so far this season. And that's where you are in the Northeast. So it's Crown Legacy, Revs 2, Red Bulls 2, NYCFC 2, Philadelphia Union 2, and TFC 2. Central Division, Orlando City B with 11 points at 3-1-1, ahead of Crew 2 with 8, FC Cincinnati 2 with 7, Atlanta United 2 with their 2 wins at 2-2-1 on their long homestand to start the year, 7 points, behind on goal difference by 1 goal. Chicago Fire 2 at 6 points, Inter Miami 2 at 6 points, behind on goal difference by 5 goals right now, and Hunt City at 4 points in their first 5 matches at 0-3-2. Western Conference in the Frontier, Austin FC 2 at 14 points at 4-0-2, Rapids 2 at 13 points, Loons 2 with 9 points, goal difference 6 ahead of North Texas SC, and they've yet to play a home match this season, by the way. North Texas is at 9 points on the goal difference of -4. Sporting Kansas City 2 at 8 points. Houston Dynamo 2 with 5. St. Louis City 2, 5 matches, 3 points with 2 draws and a shootout win. In the Pacific, Whitecaps 2 with 11 points at 3-1-1. Tacoma Defiance at 8 points. Earthquakes 2 with 6 ahead of Real Monarchs on goal difference. Real Monarchs -10. They've given up 12 goals in their 5 matches this year. They've only scored 2. But they've got 6 points in those wins where they have scored. Los Dos is at 5 points. Timbers 2 at 3 with their first win of the year in LAFC 2. 2 points, 5 matches at 0-3-2. Your schedule this week. We'll let you know where the matches are being played as well. Friday Night Football at Palmer Field. Austin FC 2 hosting Loons 2. That's on Apple TV and MLS Season Pass at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Then the rest of your matches are on your Sunday to wrap up your month of April. 5 o'clock Eastern on MLSNextPro.com. Crew 2 hosting Inter Miami 2. Revs 2 and FC Cincinnati 2 are at Gillette. 6 o'clock Eastern, MLSNextPro.com. It is Atlanta United 2 hosting Philadelphia Union 2. Chicago Fire 2 on the website hosting Red Bulls 2. Same for Rapids 2 and North Texas SC. Same for OCB and Toronto FC 2. Same for Real Monarchs and Timbers 2. 6 o'clock Apple TV and MLS Season Pass. St. Louis City 2 hosting Whitecaps FC 2 at City Park. 6:30 Eastern at Titan Stadium on the campus of Cal State Fullerton. It is LAFC 2 hosting Earthquakes 2. Apple TV MLS Season Pass at 7 o'clock. NYCFC 2 and Crown Legacy at Belson Stadium from St. John's. 8 o'clock Eastern, Sporting Kansas City 2, hosting Houston Dynamo 2 at Rock Chalk Park in Lawrence. And on MLSNextPro.com at 11 o'clock, your nightcap at MLSNextPro.com. Tacoma Defiance hosting Los Dos. That one is at Starfire once again, very, very busy week as we get into match day number 6. Your top 10 power rankings on match day 5 going from 10 to 1, courtesy of our friends at MLSNextPro.com. North Texas SC, Crew 2, Revs 2, Defiance, Loons 2, OCB's at number 5, Whitecaps 2's at number 4, Crown Legacy at number 3. When you've got Christian Kalina and net, that helps. And also it is Austin FC 2, and on top it is Colorado Rapids 2. MLS Next Pro team of match day 5 was a Whitecaps FC 2 with their efforts that they had. Pro player for match day number 5, Ryan Bilichuk. And with what Bilichuk was able to do for T2, first win of the season, standout performance by the 22-year-old keeper. And your rising star of match day 5, Cesar Abadi-Areda. And Abadi-Areda for Inter Miami CF2. 20 seconds after coming in, he got the goal that you heard for the match of the week in the Eastern Conference. So very, very busy week once again at MLS Next Pro. And that's what you're looking at as we get you closer to match week 6. Everything is rolling pretty quickly. Once again, go to MLSNextPro.com for all the information, all the news and notes that you're hunting for. Don't forget to join them on their social media channels as well, on Twitter at MLSNextPro.com and on Instagram at MLSNextPro.com. For everybody here at SDH, for everybody, and I mean everybody, I'm just John. Thanks for hanging out with us, and that's all that's going on in MLS Next Pro. We'll catch up with you next week.